No matter how plain a woman may be, if truth and honesty are written across her face, she will be beautiful. A woman is like a tea bag. You never know how strong it is until it's in hot water. Beautiful young people are accidents of nature, but beautiful old people are works of art. We are afraid to care too much, for fear that the other person does not care at all. Many people will walk in and out of your life, but only true friends will leave footprints in your heart. The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. The purpose of life is to live it, to taste experience to the utmost, to reach out eagerly and without fear for newer and richer experience. Do one thing every day that scares you. Do what you feel in your heart to be right, for you'll be criticized anyway. To handle yourself, use your head. To handle others, use your heart. You can often change your circumstances by changing your attitude. If someone betrays you once, it's their fault. If they betray you twice, it's your fault. With the new day comes new strength and new thoughts. Happiness is not a goal, it's a byproduct of a life well lived. Life is what you make it. Always has been, always will be. Life was meant to be lived, and curiosity must be kept alive. One must never, for whatever reason, turn his back on life. It is not fair to ask of others what you are not willing to do yourself. You have to accept whatever comes, and the only important thing is that you meet it with the best you have to give. In the long run, we shape our lives, and we shape ourselves. The process never ends until we die. And the choices we make are ultimately our own responsibility. Friendship with oneself is all important, because without it one cannot be friends with anyone else in the world. Never allow a person to tell you no who doesn't have the power to say yes. Never mistake knowledge for wisdom. One helps you make a living, the other helps you make a life. No one won the last war, and no one will win the next war. I think, at a child's birth, if a mother could ask a fairy godmother to endow it with the most useful gift, that gift would be curiosity. Work is always an antidote to depression. One thing life has taught me: if you are interested, you never have to look for new interests. They come to you. When you are genuinely interested in one thing, it will always lead to something else. Remember always that you have not only the right to be an individual, you have an obligation to be one. You cannot make any useful contribution in life unless you do this. I believe that anyone can conquer fear by doing the things he fears to do. People grow through experience if they meet life honestly and courageously. This is how character is built. Light a candle instead of cursing the darkness. It's your life, but only if you make it so. Today is the oldest you've ever been, and the youngest you'll ever be again. All of life is a constant education. The giving of love is an education in itself. I am who I am today because of the choices I made yesterday. Will people ever be wise enough to refuse to follow bad leaders or to take away the freedom of other people? Character building begins in our infancy and continues until death. Learn from the mistakes of others. You can't live long enough to make them all yourself. Never be bored, and you will never be boring. You always admire what you really don't understand. If you want to learn and earn and want to increase your money and secure your future financially, then please check on the description box. Eleanor Roosevelt was an American political leader who used her influence as an active First Lady from 1933 to 1945 to promote the New Deal policies of her husband, President Franklin D. Roosevelt, as well as taking a prominent role as an advocate for civil rights. After her husband's death in 1945, she continued to be an internationally prominent author and speaker for the New Deal coalition. She was a suffragist who worked to enhance the status of working women, although she opposed the Equal Rights Amendment because she believed it would adversely affect women. Thanks for watching. If you like, please share and subscribe.